on the phone again today, and I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Fitzgerald for her opening remarks and update through the night.
Thank you, Premier. Good afternoon. I'll begin today with an update on the number of cases in our province. Since the media briefing yesterday, we have 13 new positive cases. All of these cases are within the Eastern Health region. The public health contact tracing is ongoing. Everyone considered close contacts will be advised to quarantine. The total number of cases in our province is now 148. By region, we have 139 cases in Eastern Health, 3 in Central Health, 1 in Western Health, and 5 in Labrador-Grenville Health. Of our 148 cases, 111 are related to the Calls Funeral Home cluster. 55% of cases are female and 45% are male. By age, we have 13 people under the age of 20, 22 between 20 and 39, 23 between 40 and 49, 32 between 50 and 59, 29 between 60 and 69, and 29 who are 70 or above. 9 people have been admitted to hospital due to the virus. Of these patients, 2 are in intensive care. 7 people have now recovered. In total, we have tested 2,332 people, and of these individuals, 2,185 people are confirmed negative. Sadly, I must also report that a person who was confirmed positive for COVID-19 has passed away in hospital. The individual was 78 years of age and had underlying health conditions. They were admitted to hospital from their home. The individual was linked to the Calls Funeral Home cluster. We offer our most heartfelt condolences to the family at this difficult time. We continue to actively review our public health measures to support reducing the impact of COVID-19 in this province. The public health measures we have in place are based on the evidence of what has worked elsewhere to reduce the spread of the virus. We are learning from them about what works so that we can lessen the impact in our province. And today I am ordering the following measures. Until further notice, funeral services, visitation, and wakes are prohibited. Burials and weddings will be limited to no more than 5 people, including the officiant. Retail stores that remain open for essentials are to stop the sale of lotto, scratch tickets, and break open tickets in store. All travelers must self-isolate and are to remain on their own property. For those living in a condominium or apartment, if you are self-isolating, you must stay in your own unit. You are not permitted in the common spaces of those buildings. You cannot go for a drive unless it is to receive medical attention. I know people may be anxious about what is happening in our province, and please know that these feelings are a normal reaction to what we are going through and that you are not alone. I want to thank everyone for doing their part for complying with our public health measures. I know how difficult this is for everyone, but your actions will make a difference. The health and safety of our province is everyone's top priority. I want to remind everyone that when we say we must maintain social distancing, this means keeping a physical distance of 6 feet between you and anyone else. It means not mingling with other people. This public health measure is important to reduce the spread of viruses like COVID-19 that spread by droplets from sneezing and coughing. Physical distancing, however, does not mean social isolation. I am uplifted by the creativity of those who are using virtual meetups to socialize. I have seen many examples through social media, from book clubs and shed and kitchen parties to music, singing, and recitations, and even a virtual group physical activity. We must remember physical distancing even when we are outside. For example, when you're snowmobiling, you should only be with those who are in your family. You should not be playing street hockey or basketball with other families. This is to ensure that we all stay in our own household bubbles and we don't break anyone else's. Again, I remind everyone of the importance of washing your hands well and often with soap and water or using an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. I want to thank the businesses and employers in the province for all of their hard work in these trying times. For those that remain open for essential services, thank you for your continued service. Thank you for making it easier for people to maintain physical distancing in your establishments. We recognize essential workers have to work. We are trying to find the balance. We need to ensure we continue to have our essential services like our groceries and healthcare services. But we all have a responsibility to reduce the spread of COVID-19. And while I know what I am asking is difficult, we need to follow these measures to flatten the curve. This is not about finding a loophole around these measures. This is about protecting us all. Stay home unless it is essential for you to go out. And when you do go out, you must remember to practice physical distancing. As a recap, for those who may have just joined us, we have 13 new cases since yesterday's media availability. The total number of cases in the province is 148. The breakdown by health regions is 139 cases in Eastern Health, 3 in Central Health, 1 in Western Health, and 5 in Labrador-Grenville Health. We have also had our first death due to COVID-19. You all have the responsibility, we all have the responsibility to flatten the curve. Do your part. It will save lives. Please stay home and do not travel unless it is absolutely needed. My sincerest thanks to those who are staying home and looking after each other. It will take some time to see the impact of these measures. I've just told you about the number of cases that we have in the province. What is less obvious is how many cases we have prevented because of our collective actions. We will see the benefits of our actions, and we must be patient. Our collective actions today will have a significant impact on how COVID-19 progresses in our province. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is a solemn day for our province. And I am saddened to say that as we head into week 3 of our public health state of emergency with this extremely sad news. As we see the first death of a resident of our province due to complications of COVID-19 virus, we now have a family in our province who is grieving and impacted at the greatest extent due to this virus. As I said yesterday, this is not where we want to be today. This is never where we want to be. Not today, not tomorrow, not into the future. So I want to take this moment to pass along my deepest condolences to the family of the gentleman, a man who undoubtedly will be greatly missed by his family and his friends. I spoke to his son earlier today, and he expressed to me that the healthcare workers went above and beyond to help his father. He also said that the seriousness of COVID-19, this virus, had hit his home and their family, and that they do not want to see the same result for your family. They are asking for privacy at this time and ask that we all respect their wishes. As we send this family our sympathy, let us remember the importance to practice physical distancing. We also ask, as Dr. Fitzgerald said, for everyone to be patient, have an understanding and compassion with each other, especially with our essential workers. We are in a tough time, a time that is filled with emotion. And with emotion comes a want to be able to console one another, maybe with a hug, or provide a shoulder to cry on. It's our human nature. But we are in different times, a time where our loving and our kind touch can do more damage than good. So we also ask that you keep this gentleman, his family, his friends in our thoughts